Hi guys, come on in. Excuse me. No. Hi Anita, hi Melissa. Hi guys, we're going to be doing our Joyful Santa tonight. I wanted to do him for a long time, but he kind of scares me, so this could be awesome, or this could be a hot mess. So we're going to be doing Santa in ink tonight. We're going to be inking on our 17.5 by 17.5 canvas pillowcase by Couture. Hi Pauline, hi Melissa. Squinting to see because I have my glasses on, sorry. So Santa comes in two different things. He's a overlays, so you do part one first. I have my blow dryer over here. We're going to have to dry the ink a little bit before we put the second part down. And I've already cut him and marked the back. As always, I peel the transfer from the back, not the back, or the back from the transfer, not the transfer from the back. Sorry, get that backwards. And since we're using this on cloth, we don't need to fuzz. This transfer does have registration marks, which I'm not going to use. I'm just going to have to eyeball it. I do not want to get ink on the those, so I'm going to be using some tape to cover those up. I'm just using plain painter's tape. Oops. He's not quite straight. How's everybody doing tonight? Nice Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Welcome to Chalk Live. If you don't know what Chalk Live is a group of independent designers that will come on and do lives and show you how Couture products are used. There are many different techniques that they've learned how to do their show. They will share with you. They'll answer questions, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. Tonight we're going to use Candy Apple Red, and I'm going to use that on his hat. And then the rest of it is going to be done with our black velvet. And with ink, you do not have to stir because it is automatically the right consistency. I got you guys in there. Before I start, I'm going to get my little wipe out because I am notorious for getting ink on my fingers. I get chalk on my fingers. See, I just opened that up and had ink on my fingers. Okay. I'm going to do his hat in red. You just have to be careful not to get it in his fur or in his beard. And you're just going to take this and just kind of run it across the silk screen. Before I started, I ironed this canvas, and I also put the ink mat inside of it. It's the big square ink mat that we sell. My ink mat is in two different pieces because I cut it. I needed some to do some kids shirts, and it was too big for kids shirts to fit on, so I ended up cutting it. But I still use it. I still use it for shirts and for big projects like this. So trying to get him in that little grooves there. So and not get into his fur on his hat. My multi-tool would probably work better for this. So, grab my multi-tool. This is our multi-tool. This is perfect for these little tiny areas where you want to get in to. And with ink, you have much more play time. It's not going to dry quickly like the paste does. Okay, I'm going to put that in the water. I'm going to wipe off my excess, put it back in the jar because we don't want to waste that. Hi Teresa, hi Roxanne. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this up. Oh, I think I may have to, I'm gonna have to do my registration mark so I know where to lay this down. So I'm gonna put the tape on the back side. Use my black ink to mark that so I can see. Okay. I seriously hope I'm doing this right. So I'm going to blow dry this and get this red ink a little dry so it doesn't peel up. On full setting, it's going to be loud, sorry. Okay, let me do the second part here. And then I'm going to line up, I may have to get my head in the camera, so bear with me. Okay. Make sure there's no air bubbles in there. And then I'm going to take my mini squeegee, or not mini, my small squeegee, put the black ink on. heard a bubble, but I don't see one. I'm just dragging this through the silkscreen so it will be transferred onto the canvas. Try not to get a little wild here and find myself off of the transfer. I'm just going to wipe off some of this excess. Put that back in the jar so for the next project I will have some. Okay, I'm going to put that in water. Okay, here comes the big reveal. Oh, you know what? You guys have ever watched me before, you know I'm notorious for getting my project in open jars of ink and chalk. So let's close that up now. And I'm going to wipe my fingers off. Make sure that there's nothing on there. And here we go. Ooh. Look at him. I got to get this in the water right away. With ink, you want to make sure you get it in the water right away. You're not like chalk. Chalk, you can kind of let it dry on the transfer a little bit and go back and get it. But if you let it dry with ink, the ink can actually clog up the silk screen. So you want to make sure you get it into the water. Okay, we're going to dry this a little bit more. Then we're going to put the Joyful on there. How's everybody doing tonight? I can't see comments for some reason. I'm having an issue again. Okay. And I'm going to do the Joyful Christmas in red. It'll kind of pop there, give that a little bit more color. Again, I'm going to use a small squeegee. Make sure we have all of our air bubbles out. I'm going to take our ink and just run it across the silk screen. I love this candy apple red. It's so pretty. Okay. This transfer, everything I'm using tonight is on my website, which is in the description above. So if anybody wants to get this and do it themselves, they can. Again, we're going to put the excess back in the jar. And this kind of lifted here at the end, so I'm hoping it didn't bleed. Nope. Woo. Put this in some water. I'm going to close this up, wipe my hands off, and then I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. Hanukkah. Oops. Joyful Christmas. And I will let this sit on here for 24 hours, and then I will heat set it with an iron. You can use a heat press too, if you have those. Heat presses are quicker and they do more area. All I have is an iron, so I just put it on medium heat, 4 minutes, and then I go over the whole thing and get it all heat set. So this will be hanging out on my couch this Christmas. If you like what you see, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tonight. Ink, when I first started, ink scared me. Hi, Robin. Joyce. Ink scared me, and so it took me a while getting used to it and getting to know it. But now I ink everything. My shirt, I did my shirt. My shirt is 2 transfers. It's I'm an original transfer, and then it has the Mom Boss, and also have hashtag Mom's Life on the sleeve. So I ink a lot of things. You know, I gotten very used to doing it. I have the other night though I did kind of mess something up. I was trying to do the bigger buffalo plaid, and it didn't stay down like it was once, so it kind of bled through. I'm gonna make it work for what I have, but so sometimes things don't work out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. My websites, like I said, is listed in the description above. Thank you for joining me on Chalk Live, and look at the page there on Chalk Live, and it gives you ideas of when other designers will be on given live. So thank you guys, and as always, be kind to each other, and God bless. Bye.